Today we're going to talk about 9 products that I use in travel and everyday life. Now, of course, there will be products you have to buy for traveling, like a suitcase and packing cubes that you only use when you're out on the road and just sit in the closet otherwise. But if you can source high quality products that you use while you travel and in everyday life while you're at home, it increases the value of that product, creates less clutter, and will give you just a little bit more joy. Now, I have bought all the products in this video with my own money. Nothing is sponsored. These are genuinely things I like to use while I'm on the road and while I'm at home. We're going to lead it off with the bag. These can be used for everyday carry around town or make a great travel companion. We have 2 options, the 3-liter crossbody sling bag or the 8-liter crossbody book bag. These options are both from TomTalk, and I'll link everything I talk about in the descriptions below. You have this front zipper pocket where you're going to fit smaller things. Think pen, pencil, maybe medication. It also has an attached lanyard if you wanted to attach any keys in here. There are 2 separate compartments for extra storage. Your main compartment will fit an iPhone 15 Pro no problem with plenty of extra room. There are 2 dividers and then 2 mesh pockets for even more storage and organization. One feature I really like about this bag is this back passport holder pocket. So you can slide a passport in here, key cards in here, or credit cards in there if you wanted. This is always going to be against your body, so it's going to feel nice and close and protected. If you're a minimal traveler and you like to keep things small, this is a great option. Next up, the TomTalk crossbody backpack. If you were really concerned about security, you could definitely wear this around the front and keep all your valuables nice and close. We love to use this for longer trips, and it makes a great carry-on bag for the plane as it is very minimal and easily slides under the seat. You have a front zipper pocket with that lanyard key ring attached. We like to keep a air tag in here so we can track the bag. This is a 13-inch MacBook, no problem fitting in here. Inside, as you can see, you have a storage and organization pocket, you have a mesh pocket here, and then you have another option if you want to have an iPad or a Kindle or anything else you might want to slide in here. There are 2 canvas straps here on the outside if you wanted to hang any carabiners on those. There's also a dual attachment point on the back depending on which way you would like to sling. And this 8-liter option also has that nice storage pocket back here. So flat pack items, passport, room keys, credit cards can all go back here, and this will stay against your body, making you feel nice and secure. Now, if you want the 3-liter option, it's going to come in at $36. If you want the 8-liter option, it's going to come in at $58. Next up is this laptop stand from Moft. I absolutely love this product. This is a flat item that just stays on the laptop, so I barely notice it's there. It sticks on with the sticky adhesive when you get it. All you have to do to use it is fold it out. And now my computer is at a nice angle, so my neck is not cricking down. I know this is a small thing, but honestly, I've noticed a big difference being able to raise my head just a little bit while I'm working on my laptop for hours at a time. It also has 2 settings. This high setting, or if you fold down this piece at the bottom, a nice lower setting if you prefer that. A small, low profile product that I barely notice is there, but makes a huge difference every day and while I travel. If you're enjoying this roundup, it would be amazing if you hit the like and subscribe button. It would really help with my self-esteem. Next up, the Kindle. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. If you get any type of e-reader, I just find it very useful while you're traveling and while you're at home. Now, I like holding a good book just as much as the next person, but the fact that you can carry 20, 30 books in one simple little package while you travel and have access to them while you're laying in bed or downstairs in the living room, it makes this purchase a no-brainer, in my opinion. Next up are 2 products from Ugreen. These are 2 things that I find myself using at home and while I'm on the road. This is a 20,000 milliamp charger. This is fairly heavy. It does fit in a bag, but it wouldn't be something that you're putting in your pocket and using to charge your phone like a MagSafe charger. But it does power up a laptop and have a few different options as far as USB and USB-C go. It has a very simple display to let you know how much battery is left in this power bank, and what I find useful is that I can charge multiple devices at a time. Sticking with Ugreen, this is a charging port. Now, it is good for travel and home use because this folds in and out, creating a nice slim form factor. What I like about this are the 3 options to charge devices. You have USB, USB-C, and a USB-C. This is a 65-watt charger that uses the gang technology that is supposed to be a little bit more advanced, not create quite as much heat. Now, I'm not concerned about charging my laptop in the least amount of time, but what is really nice is to know that I can bring just this and charge up to 3 devices if I plan accordingly. In my opinion, Ugreen for the win if you want affordable tech accessories for home and travel. Next up, Gooder sunglasses. I am a dad in a family of 4. Things get banged up, lost, and left behind all the time. So the beauty of these is that they are $25. They also perform like $25 sunglasses. You can see here on this new, fresh pair that they look nice. They haven't been on beach trips yet. You can see with this next pair that they are kind of bubbling around the side. Can't really wear these. They look kind of funny and goofy. Well, these lasted me all summer. A lot of chlorine, a lot of salt water, a lot of sun. I love to pair these sunglasses with this flat folding sunglasses case. Now, I will either wear my sunglasses out and about and have this in my bag, and it gives you a really nice slim form factor way to store a sunglasses case. When you open it up, it kind of has this origami fold style, and then it fits a pair of sunglasses, or if you really don't care about them getting a little nicked up, 2 pairs of sunglasses. Folds with a nice little magnetic top. Now the form factor obviously is a little bit bigger, but it's going to protect the glasses from getting crushed. 2 more Moft products here. These are both MagSafe add-ons that I'm interchanging and moving around most of the time throughout the day, and I pack both when I travel. Let's start with this MagSafe wallet. You fold down and then there are 2 card slots. So I can slide this one up. It only fits 2 cards in it, but for me that's plenty. And then I slide down. Now this option also has a tripod where you can stand it up. So if I separate these 2, then I can use this as a tripod stand. Now when we first got this, it was kind of a little awkward on the setup. Maybe if you're taking a picture up above, but you can free move this stand any direction you would want. So it can stand there. If you want to do a bottom down shot, you can do a bottom down shot, or you can stand up at this angle. Now, a third thing it does is this kind of kickstand hold. So it can serve as a kickstand for you to watch a show, sit down. You can put it horizontally. It still holds very strong on that MagSafe magnet. And it also has the ability to kind of stop at any angle. So if you had a funky situation where you're trying to hang it from somewhere and watch from the top down, it could accommodate that. Super slim profile and versatile with 3 different uses. All right, this next MagSafe option for Moft is a really small notebook. So the first thing you probably notice is this pen, and they've gone to a very creative lengths to make this nice foldable pen. On your list, this comes out, so you can stick kind of a sticky note option in here, or you can stick this back end of the notepad that they provide you in here, so that's secure. You can take this list, stash it over here, or you can stash it back here if you wanted to create another note. But I like putting pen to paper every once in a while, and knowing I always have this handy really helps out. Next up, compression socks. Now, do these look totally ridiculous in shorts, and would I probably never wear them out and about? Yes. I usually have these travel socks on when I have a nice thin pair of travel pants on as I'm going to the airport or getting ready to travel. Or I'll throw them on the day after a long workout or a lot of yard work, and they really help with recovery and blood flow. As far as the brand goes, I would see if you could go to a running store to try on a few. Usually I have found if you spend a little bit more money on a higher quality sock, they will last longer and give you added benefits. Now I've coupled this with this Neuro ball that I've talked about on the channel before. This one splits into 2, so it is kind of unique and cool in that way. You can stand on it with both feet if you split it in 2. This tiny little Neuro ball is on the inside. I think it's kind of pointless. I don't use that too much. If you wanted to create a secret compartment, you could also do that if you open things up. But if you put the ball back together, now you have this kind of neuro massage ball. I use this on my low back, on my feet. A really, really good tip is to sit on this and switch back and forth between your glutes and your hamstrings on a flight or a long car ride. It'll leave you feeling so much better when you arrive at your destination. Next up, headphones. Now, if you go down the headphone rabbit hole when it comes to travel, over ear versus in ear, it is overwhelming. You can spend like $800 on over-ear headphones. If you're looking for something affordable and you're not a musician and you just want to listen to podcasts and music once in a while, then these will probably be a very good option. Your Space Q45 by Soundcore. Depending on where and when you get these, they're anywhere from $100 to $150. For a over-ear headphone experience that travels fairly compact and nice, comes with the case, I think these are a great experience. Battery life, sound quality, couple touch controls on the back. This has everything you need if you're just looking for a good over-ear headphone experience. I tend to use these a little bit more on travel, but if I'm doing work or if I'm in a coffee shop, I feel like these are a great option to say, just leave me alone. If you care about space and you really like to go with the earbud option, then this is another option from Soundcore. Now, these can come in at around $60. Again, you can spend upwards of $300 on earbuds. But I do feel like the sound quality and the battery life is really good on these. They also come with these little tips that you can remove and put on for different ear sizes and shapes, which is helpful. Good, affordable travel or everyday option. Next up is a travel router. Now, I highly suggest doing some research if you do not know what a travel router is or if you're in the market for one. I will link this one below after the research that I've done, and I find it works very well for us. I will use this while I'm traveling to get all our devices hooked up on a secure internet connection. If I'm going out to a coffee shop to work or if I'm going on a day-long work trip, this is also something I always take just because it is very easy to hook all the devices up. Now, there are a massive amount of other use cases and you get very technical with devices like this, but in the very simplest form, it comes in really handy if you're traveling as a family and everybody has a few different devices and you want to get to your location, have everything easily set up and connect to the Wi-Fi. This last item falls on the other side. I would not buy this again if I had the choice. Now, I love the idea and the whole concept behind LifeStraw. I think they make amazing and great products, but I tried this out as a travel bottle, and here were a few things that I did not like about it. Number one, the straw inside is massive, and while I like that because I know it's providing good filtration for your water, it takes up a lot of the volume inside the bottle. So if you fill the water up to almost the top and then you place the straw in, the water starts to overflow. It overflows and leaks. The second thing that should have been a little bit more obvious to me, and is at no fault of LifeStraw, is the ability to share and the cost. But if you found a solution to filter water as a family or a solo traveler that you really like and enjoy, and it works well while you're at home and on the road, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. I do think that LifeStraw is a great company and they make really high quality products. I will be testing out a few other things that they offer to see if I can find a good fit for our travels. If you like this video, I really think you'll like this one, where I go to the airport to see if it's cheaper to actually buy a ticket in person. Thanks for watching.